Hey everyone, that owner guy here. Today, the Monkee Mods Firefly. But this thing requires assembly, so let's build it. Welcome, Stag. First, I want to start by saying a big thank you to Monkee Mods for sending me this blaster for review. I did open the box because they stuffed some surprises inside the box that were unrelated to this blaster but very related to the channel. You're gonna learn that in another video, but for now let's concentrate on this thing. I'll need to open it because apparently I need to boil some part. Let's check it out. Here it is, this brand new Firefly containing 8 shell, the blaster, in part age 14 plus. This is the Colonel Wasp Firefly, but redesigned, and now Monkee Mod is controlling production on those. We have a little QR code here for the assembly video, which I might use. There is a part or two. Need to make sure where it goes. Let's not lose any more time. Open this box and lay out the part because some of them need to boil. There was a couple cases where the part just shattered under light use, and it's some of the part that skipped post-production process. This is the shell, the part, okay. Nice little shell with the new black worker darts. I think those are pretty much all the parts necessary for the blaster. Barrel and magazine tube. I think that's pretty much it. I would have preferred they wrapped them separately because I got scratch everywhere on those tubes. They were touching each other inside the wrapping. I'm not happy about that. I'm very not happy. But yeah, the part looked functional. Let's put that to the side. The plunger tube. I don't want to go too fast on wrapping everything. If there is a small part hidden somewhere, I don't want to throw it away. Yeah, aluminum plunger tube. A little light but quite nice. One half of the shell with a giant soft long spring on it. Let me guess, this is the magazine spring. This shell is quite thick and sturdy. I was afraid it was gonna flex a lot, but not at all. Pleasantly surprised with this. There is tape everywhere on this blaster. The other part of the shell. And I saw the priming bar. Is there only one? Yeah, it's true. Colonel Wasp Firefly. I have only one priming bar. Everything seems in good order. Let me just open the other bag. This is the breech, muzzle tip and magazine cap. This is our slide. A very thick and sturdy piece. the 2/2 of the palm grip, hardware, spring, O-ring and other bits, the trigger. Okay, I understand what they mean by a slide trigger sanding. There is a little bit of plastic, at least we know where to sand it. Okay, I'm gonna have to sand this part. Okay, and those are the nylon part that will need to boil. Okay, yeah, this didn't boil. See that rough nylon texture? I don't even want to flex it because nylon is flexing a lot when it's properly cured, but not very much, and very brittle when it's not fully prepared, and those might not be. But apparently, since I have an orange plunger, this one is supposed to be updated. Oops, I guess so. Because this one doesn't look like nylon anymore. Look a little more like ABS. But, no, it's nylon. But I'm gonna boil it anyway. Might not do any more harm. And here, last but not least, the 2 spring. This is a 12 kilogram spring and a flimsy 5 kilogram spring. They offer both. I think they have an 8 or 7 and a 10 that they sell separately. I didn't. I miss on that opportunity to have like a 10 kilo spring. Maybe 12 will be too much for this thing. Let me grab the little catch piece, which is also nylon, and will need to go into that boiling water. Do I have everything here? Every nylon part? Yeah, okay. Let's go for the boil. I'm gonna show you and explain to you what I'm doing. We need to boil this water so we can put those parts inside, but we cannot let the part touch the bottom of the pan. So I'm gonna just leave that in there when everything is boiled. For now, I leave it like that. The water is already a little hot, and we're gonna turn that so it's gonna boil. While doing this thing, make sure you monitor your water levels so the parts are not in contact with air partially. So to do that, I use a kettle next to it, which I boil the water and slowly add a little when it's going down. But for now, there's still like over 2 hours to go. I'm gonna leave them to boil. So almost done. Now, close it. Just remove it from fire and let it cool down in the water. If you remove it too quickly, there will be a thermal shock to your part, and that will not help. You will fragilize them. You leave the water to cool below 50 degrees Celsius, and then you can remove them to install them in your blaster. See you back at the table. Okay, the parts are done boiling. They are cooling down very slowly in their water so they don't get thermal shock and they stay strong. So I can touch the shell, but I'm pretty sure I can assemble this barrel and tube. So I'm going to take the breech piece. The magazine tube goes here. This is the breech for the barrel where there's those little spline everywhere. This is the cap that goes at the end, which seem to need to be quite forced down a bit. My magazine tube might have been dropped at factory. I had to shave little piece of it, so it just fit inside this hole here, but now it's very tight. It's okay. And for this fix, before on the original Firefly, you just punch it inside and it holds. But this new one is much looser and it's not really gonna hold. They strongly suggest the use of super glue. I mean, Monkee Mod strongly suggests the use of super glue. But I want somewhat of a semi-permanent setup in there in case I want to improve the magazine with the longer magazine tube and or the longer barrel. I am not into a longer magazine tube, but I would like to build this blaster with the longer barrel and the short magazine tube. So yeah, I'm gonna put for now hot glue to try on it because I don't want to force it with a layer of very stretched electric tape. It would do the trick to hold it, but I might crack this part, and I had enough cracking plastic with my Worker Swift dart gate. So no, I'm not gonna force it. Since it's like clicking at the end, I'm gonna use hot glue for now, and if it ever pops off, I'm gonna do it probably permanent with Gorilla Glue. So let's glue it. Is my glue gun ready? Not quite exactly. So we're gonna assemble the seal and the follower at the same time. This is the follower. Those are the O-rings. All the screw. This is the trigger. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to send a bit of the trigger. This is the seal for the barrel. This is a piece of the follower that goes here. Somewhat, it's supposed to go here. You just punch it through, I guess. So I'm gonna force it down. This is a shell lifter spring, if I remember correctly. The little catch spring, and the last piece is the extractor reinforcement, and the extractor is cooling down right now. So let me take this part. Is supposed to be going in there like so. This is our follower. Pretty sure it's gonna work okay and push the shell far enough. Hopefully it's not gonna cause me any problem. Yeah, it's stopping there. It doesn't want to go elsewhere. No. That look good. Might need to do some slight sanding. I'm gonna go with just this, just to remove the rough edges around it, so it's very smooth engaging into the blaster. I don't want to do it on top of my part because they are clean, but you have an idea. I'm just going around it like that just to smooth it off a bit. And I might even put a bit of lube in there. Is it super smooth now? Perfect. Now it's not grabbing anywhere. Let's put a little hot glue on this part. I'm gonna put it probably around, all around here, and it's gonna be pushed up. If it ever goes over, hot glue is very easy to cut if you want to remove, and since it's like clicking at the end, it's gonna give me a nice friction there. Let me put some glue on it. Plunge that thing in there. Hopefully it's gonna go. Not even. The glue is cooling too quick. Huh. I am canceling the hot glue plan. It is too thick. It's not fitting. The spacing is really too thin inside of this breech part. So I'm going with regular semi-flexible when dry Gorilla Glue. This shall hold this thing in place, since the rest of the blaster is not to be reviewed until tomorrow, when it's gonna be fully assembled. Let me just put glue everywhere on it, and then diving it down in this piece and rotating it so the glue is equal everywhere. No glue overlapping inside, no glue trying to go down. That's a good sign. Let me leave it like that for now. So while we wait for the barrel to dry a bit, I've recovered my part, which seemed to have stayed pretty straight. I know a lot of people had problem with this part bending after boiling. No, mine stayed pretty straight, and now it's more flexible. Honestly, it was barely flexing and I was scared to break it before I did. So looks like it did something good. Let's start assembling, let's say, the pump kit. And slap, it's the 6 long screw to build the pump. So let's assemble this pump grip. Oh, okay, it's really the screw holding it together. So let's put the screws in the hole. Don't tighten them right away. Wait until all 6 are seated, and then you can tighten them. And then can tighten all my screw. Okay, so pump grip done. Now this bolt has 2 sides. The rounded side is the upper side. You need to install this little ejector piece in there. I don't even know what screw it is. Like, I watched the video how to make it. I will guess it's this one. Let me check this side. Yeah. I will guess it's a small screw. And we have a metal piece to put on it. Don't force the screw. If you force it, it's because it is sideways. make sure you have installed it on the right side of the breech, which is to go inside this opening and to lock. Once this is done, O-ring. I'm gonna lube my O-ring, but when going into the tube, I'm gonna lube the tube. So first O-ring going on it, this part is assembled. We got the catch, we got this part, and this is the top piece. Yes, this is the top piece of your shell, the one with the hole with the screw. You need to install this shell stopper in it. But before you do, I suggest you lube on this surface. You see the shape of the part. You can't really go wrong as to where to lube it. This thing shall be good to go. It's just supposed to punch through. Yeah, it's gonna move. It's not super loose because of the lube, but yeah, while working, it's gonna move. My part stays straight. Let's put this thing aside. We don't need it for now. That O-ring is quite loose. Yeah, and I will need to remove more of that little lip here because it's interfering with my O-ring. Hopefully it's gonna be okay. We put lube all around this plunger. Okay, this plunger is lubed with its O-ring. Now the rest of this blaster. Oh my god, this is easy when you install it the right way. So we'll see about that. Tube. Put some lube in it. Not too much at the front, but in it generally. This plunger rod, is it? Come on, it's the O-ring that doesn't want. Okay. So I guess it's in. This too will be. And I'm forgetting the little seal for the breech. It goes like here, like that. Do I try it with the light spring or do I try it with the strong spring? Oh yes, I have to install the catch first. And the trigger. Trigger, I already sanded. There was some rough little corners, and here there was a little edge coming off. So I sanded it down pretty much flush with everything. Okay, this is gonna work. me put those little bit aside because this portion is pretty much almost ready. This, we had prepared a follower, which is going in. Then we need that little seal that goes inside that breech. This is for the barrel. You inside this piece in the barrel. I might have to sand this a little bit. I'm telling you, my barrel were bumped before they came here, but I'm not holding it against Monkee Mod. It happens. I might have the one bad box in all of their stock, so is it? It's not yet all the way in. Okay, there's this part, and there's this very long spring that goes in there. But yeah, before the long spring, might want to put the palm grip in there. Wait for this palm grip to go more or less this way. So this should be pretty good. Let's slap the spring inside. This part that goes over it. This part is quite tight, I have to say. Good. Looks like this part is assembled. Since I don't want to fight myself with this blaster, I want to see what it can do with this small spring inside. Might not be stellar, but might be okay. Let's try and close that thing, because I heard this is a nightmare. I'm gonna use half of Monkee Mods trick, where they want you to hold the tube, but I am gonna hold this. Okay, this looks like it's gonna be okay there. I don't know where this part goes compared to. I don't know how it. Okay, let's try put it that way. That went smoothly. And I didn't take out all the screw. Good job, Dave. Good job. My best guess is those are used for the shell. And this screwdriver won't do the trick. The holes are too small. I have another one. So let's see if that thing works. Oops. Okay. Might need some lube. And I got a sticky trigger. I didn't sand enough. Okay, so I'm gonna have to reopen it to service it, but I have a very good idea of how this thing works now. Let me try. I got the small spring inside, so it's not supposed to be super powerful. But let me just try it, because this kit is super cool. I mean, everything is in. You have a very awesome blaster. Oh, okay, you don't load them from the back, you load them from the top. I'm using, those are Gen 2 worker darts that they included with this thing. So this is supposed to be a 5-shot. So let's put the 5 shells in. Oh, so satisfying to just, oh my god, this is smooth. Okay, I understand mine is not perfect. I'm gonna tune it before review. Okay, seems like it worked. Not quite. Okay, I guess so. $84 with the 5 kilo spring. $86. Okay, I should have put the big spring in. Promise, I'm putting the big spring in for the review. I'm gonna tune it and I'm gonna review this blaster in itself. Thank you, Monkee Mod, for sending me this Firefly. This is an awesome kit. Even if you never build a custom blaster, this is fun. I mean, even the small video that they have on their site that shows this blaster, that show how to assemble this blaster, is very clear. It's for the older model, the clear version with the gold barrel, but pretty much every part are identical. And there is not enough part in this blaster to confuse you too much. Yeah, that's it for this video. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at @ThatOldNerveGuy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell to stay notified for my latest video. This was Dave for Tag. See you next time. Bye.